Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Anna Sophia. I am doing this pick a card reading for the month of September. I'm really super excited about this. I can't believe that it is summer ending and we are darn near at the end of this entire year. Has 2024 gone super fast for anybody else? Because I know for me, it has been like really, really fast. But anyway, hi, my name is Anna Sophia. I am a psychic and a tarot reader. I've been on YouTube doing my thing for about 5 years. And I've had several different channels, but this one is dedicated mostly to pick a card style readings. Okay, so we're going to jump into September. If you have never done a pick a card reading before, then welcome. And here's how it goes. All right, so I have three piles in front of me. I actually have three cute little objects instead of crystals. Okay, and you will use your intuition to find which pile feels like it's most resonating for you, like which one really has the messages that you need to hear about what you can expect for your month of September. Okay, now on this card deck pile, I have a tiny little Eiffel Tower that I got in France when I was there a few years ago. So that's that. And then on this second pile too, I have a Wordsworth cup. This was actually a very precious gift from a very lovely friend of mine. It's a writer, for those who don't know. So I'm going to put that here. This is pile two. And then on pile three, I have this lucky little Chinese frog that I've had for probably, I don't know, 20 years or something around my house. So that is your pile three. Okay, guys. Now, I always say this, if you feel like there are two piles and you can't figure out which one of those piles is for you, then I always say, just play both of them, see what happens, because I always seem to find messages that I need to hear in both of the piles. Okay, so just trust yourself, trust your intuition. I'm going to give you a minute to look at these, and then down in the description box below and in the comment section, I am going to post the timestamps for all three of these piles so you can go ahead and jump to your reading. Okay, guys? The only thing I ask in return for doing this today for you guys is give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Come on back and see me. All right, guys, I wish you all the best for the month of September and many, many blessings. Now it's time to choose. Hey, Pile One, how are you guys? If you chose my cute little Eiffel Tower from my Paris trip a bunch of years ago, then this reading is going to be for you. We'll set that right there. Okay, so I want to take a look first at the astrological overview for the month of September for you guys before I get into the actual cards and the reading itself, okay? I don't know why, but I'm getting yeah, the colors yellow and purple. I don't know if that means anything to you or if just maybe these are going to be colors you're really wanting to use, or you're changing colors of something and they might be those particular colors in the month of September. But let's see what we got going on here. Show me the theme. Show me the energy for pile one. Oh, you have Libra. Okay, the idealist. You got Libra here. So with this energy with Libra, this is really about balancing. Okay, it's also about fairness, justice, doing the right thing. You may feel, you know, a little bit picky, okay, but also this is very artistic. Like Libras are very, they love clothing, they love to talk, they love social issues. So maybe you're engaging a little bit more and going out there, kind of showing off your style. You might even have a new style that yeah, that like you're getting into. I also feel like art, like you're going to more things that are interesting. Maybe you're learning about some type of art or creating some type of art as well. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. We got two. Are there three? There are four. Wow. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the flow here. All right, these all stick together really bad. So we have the star Aquarius. Love this for you. Some of you guys may be doing some type of retreat or self-care here. All right. Like I really feel that you see like she's in the water there as well. So there could be some sort of renewing that's happening here for you. We have the Four of Wands. So I'm seeing that you could be working a lot on your home, creating home harmony within your home. Guys, let me tell you, I cannot wait for this retrograde to be done. When I'm doing this, it is literally still retrograde, and I'm just like, go away. All right. So anyway, creating harmony in your home, feeling your safe spaces. Maybe there's something around too, like how you create peace in the world. I don't know why, but I feel like maybe the debates or something on TV, like the presidential race, like something going on with that has a lot to like it's affecting you a lot in the month of September. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. So I have a really huge healing theme happening here. Okay. I think that like with the Star card and the Three of Swords in reverse, there's something that you truly desire that it feels like you're finally getting, but you're releasing something in the meantime. So I feel like there's this like letting go of I feel like there's this letting go of some sort of pain since it's the Three of Swords, or you're finally able to let it go. If it's not, then it's actually addressing this. We do have the Queen of Swords here too. So what she indicates to me is that um, you've been through a lot of different things. You might go through some things, or you've been through some things, and September is very much about exercising your choices in the month, okay? And like honestly, voicing your opinion and having people hear you, like, because the Queen of Swords, she's really gone through a lot, okay? She's really gone through a lot of things in her life. She is not play. She doesn't mess around. She doesn't mince her words. So I feel you powerfully, using your voice, stepping into it. Like I said, it could be about certain causes. Maybe a lot of people are listening to you here in September. Like what you say is incredibly important to a lot of other people. Okay. And then we have, what is this? Metamorphosis, profound change, self awareness. I believe this is the death card in this deck. Okay. I believe this is the death card, but it's in reverse. So what this is saying, no, no, it's not. I'm sorry. This is the tower. I'm sorry. It's a tower card. Um, so what this is saying is that I have to be honest with you, there's a little bit of something not changing, okay, or not being aware of something that will come to your awareness in the month of September, okay? It could be that something triggers you here to do some really powerful and potent healing work, okay, and relieve yourself of something. For some of you, this could be some type of relationship. That's so weird because I just saw the king at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the King of Wands. So I feel like this is a partnership for many of you that you may release here. You could release yourself from a job. It doesn't have to be a particular person, but I feel like there's something that's been in your life that's been repeating yourself, and maybe you've wanted to work on this or deal with it, but it's been very difficult because there's something that like either you refuse to accept or allow to happen that you're going to allow happen in September. It could be that some of you are waiting on timing too. Okay. I feel like you could be waiting on timing. But the star card digs into our dreams, our hopes, and being optimistic. So I see a lot of like really positive energy coming through for you in the month of September. Maybe some of you notice that like like you're a people pleaser a little bit. That could be something that you're working on letting go of, like caring what everybody else thinks. Because I feel like your words are incredibly important to you in September, and like just being able to tell people, listen, like I do what I do, you know, you do what you do, and we're not the same people, and I can't do everything to make you happy, just like you can't do everything to make me happy as well. Okay. So we have the Seven of Wands here, really working on your boundaries, setting them, and standing your ground, like we just talked about. You know, I am who I am, you are who you are. And if we can't meet in the middle, then I have to be the one who decides that it's time for me in my journey to move forward. Okay. So I think that there's kind of like a little bit of a revelation with that, a little bit. I do see like you really, I know it sounds a little bit heavy. I feel like we're starting out here a little bit heavy, guys, but it's not. This is really some sort of awakening to something that I feel like you didn't recognize before. Okay. So I feel like there is some sort of big aha moment you're having in September that is making you like, hey, you know what? I got to take care of me first. Okay, it's me before everybody else, and not in a selfish way. It could be a little bit selfish because we have Libra here, and this energy can be a little me, you know, a little bit judgy. All right. It could be a little, you know, choosy, picky. Um, but it's but it's also considerate energy. It also is fair. You know, Libra's challenge is that Libra sometimes doesn't always see things from both people's side, but that's also Libra's gifts. So Libra does have the ability, that overall energy does have the ability to see two sides of the story, does have the ability to dive deep within themselves, and do their own work with quote, quote, judgment, so to speak, right? Instead of pick at other people. So maybe you, before September, have spent more time looking at what's happened outside of you, right? Instead of what is coming from you and what you're creating in the world. Does that make sense? And this September is saying, hey, you've been ignoring this for long enough. It's time for you to recognize that some of what's happened up to this point has everything to do with you and not outside influences. Okay. But I do also feel the element of like knowing what you want, and you know, letting go of people and stuff that just really like standing your ground on it, being like it's a no for me, and walking away from some things that are just not good for you. Okay, my loves. So let's see what else we got for you in September, pile one. What's coming the way of pile one in September, please? You have simplicity. So nice. You guys might be downsizing a little bit. I feel like just really keeping it simple and taking things back to basics. Like I really get the like, let's get back to basics type of vibe, if that makes any sense, guys. You know, like so you could be, like I said, downsizing, cleaning out your closets, maybe your car, maybe you're just sort of noticing that you have a lot of things, and it's time to like get simple. Okay, it's time to just slow everything down and clear out the clutter. You also have fulfillment. This is one of the best cards in this particular deck here, because fulfillment talks about the time when you have been planting all the things previously, and you're seeing them come to fruition in this time. So, September looks a lot like keeping it very simple, and things coming like you giving birth to new things, or seeds that you planted previously now coming to fruition here. So there is a lot of abundance here for you with the fulfillment. Okay. So it's like a sweet reward for the work that you've done up until now. Okay. Now, I do feel like there are messages coming through from the other side for many of you. Like in September, I feel like there is like messages that you get from passed on loved ones. You may get some signs, symbols, things like pennies, things like feathers dropping, that are relaying messages to you through spirit. So definitely look out for those things. Okay, my loves. All right, let's see what else we got here for you, pile one. We'll grab a Moonology card here. It just feels like September is very much about not overcomplicating things for you and pushing out a lot of things. Like, because if you're just really into your healing journey for many of you, and it's just like, if it's going to be one of those things where it's challenging for me, then I'm going to make sure that it stays far away from me. Okay. Like, people and things, you're looking for more of your quiet time, your downtime, you're focused on your family, you're focused on happiness and joy. You have the void moon, do nothing. I love this. So, like I said, taking a break from the hustle and bustle, seriously, like just being able to keep it simple, have silence, um have quiet time, right? Like, you don't always have to. I think that that's a great lesson for you in September, is like, you don't always have to be doing something in order to be actually doing something. Have you ever heard that expression? Like, you don't ever you don't have to be doing something in order to be actually doing something. Okay, so part of your theme, I feel, is like, you realize in September that worrying is not going to do anything, right? And there really is nothing to worry about. You see how she's kind of surrendered? I don't know if you notice this. Look at her hands. She's meditating, but meditation is a form of surrender for me personally, I just feel like that's the moment where you're not worried about anything, or you're not supposed to be, at least. But you're fully surrendered into what will be instead of what has happened. So I feel like you all are very focused on whatever the past is the past. I'm leaving it behind. I'm looking, you're almost like pre-planning for the new year, where you're going to start something totally different. Okay. The time to do anything already passed. This is the time to just rest and not do anything and allow things to unfold for you, which they will in September. It's like, if you're looking for the path is going to be unfolded for you if you just pace patiently, give yourself time, space, quiet time, do nothing. Just do the healing work. Do the work that you intend to do for yourself, okay? This card also is one of those cards that tells you that if you have a situation, it may be time, like, to do nothing about it. Makes sense? Like, yes, you should do something about it, but it doesn't mean like you have to do everything. There's a lot of times in life when we can energetically be a no to stuff, and it will literally move out of our space. So I feel a little bit of that energy, kind of like spirit saying, if you just decide, I got the rest for you. Okay. I got the rest for you. Let's see what we got on the spiritual tip. Excuse me, guys. Nope, didn't feel right. Okay, we have the Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So it's quite possible that you are in this place of like really wanting to spiritually evolve, or you may be meeting some sort of teacher here. Okay, it's a very like finding your tribe, mystic sisters energy, very like divine feminine, goddess, witch even. Maybe you're really diving into like the occult or something to that effect. Maybe you want to become some type of teacher and you're exploring that in a spiritual aspect, okay? But I feel like you're really beautifying yourself and your space, really feeling your divine masculine or your divine feminine. We have the dance with life. Do something to shift your energy, okay? Again, working on you. There's a lot of like working on you, spending some time dancing. There may be some energetic shifts that you need to make that are coming. Or I feel like a little bit, maybe some of you feel like you're catching up with the energy, if that makes sense. Like, you've been feeling something, but you're not quite sure what it is. But here it's like, you're being invited to kind of dance with it, play with it, seek it in its own way. Okay. And here's the thing, too. I want to say this. You don't have to do anything for people to love you. You could just be yourself. You don't have to do anything for people to like you. You could just be yourself. Okay, so if I have any people pleasers in this group, which I feel like there are maybe people pleasing and that's a theme or an issue, like I feel like this is saying, if you want to be something different, then seek out the people that are most like you. you know um do nothing. Like you don't have to do anything. You can become whoever you want to be in the moment. It's just about choosing and about shifting your energy. And maybe you need to go out there and explore and dance a little bit and see what's out there for you. Okay, all right, now let's see. We're getting to the end here, so I want to see what kind of message we have for you. We have the apothecary cabinet. It says, without practice, without befriending them, they are strangers in your path. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so without practice, without befriending them, they are strangers in your path. So I feel like maybe some of you have wanted to like make certain types of friends, and you haven't. And maybe that's out of some type of fear, right? Because again, remember, we have the sisterhood of the rose. This is the mystics, the teachers, these people who are dancing, but you're not yet dancing. So I feel like it's saying, if you don't practice whatever it is that you're into, and without making friends that are in this particular thing that you want to be a part of, or this thing that you want to learn, or a skill that you want to have, without the practice and without having those people around you, which I think that's a theme too, is like looking at who is around you and what for and what kind of energy they keep. So some of you may be walking away from a lot of different types of friendships, quote, quote, that you thought, were great friendships, and noticing that there are a lot of really negative people around you and you've been stuck because of that. So I feel like that's kind of what this card is saying. You know, strangers in your path, unless you go talk to them, unless you make friends with them, unless you get to learn about them, they're going to continue to be strangers. So get yourself interested in meeting other people. um if that's something you've been thinking about, and get out there, actually talk to them, actually find the groups and places, because I think you'll be doing that in September. Okay, now let's see what else we got here. This is going to be my last message for you guys, and it is from the angels. We have acceptance. Gosh, you guys are like really going through it. Okay, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential, including yourself. Okay, so remember, we have this like Libra sort of judgy energy that we're kind of starting out with. It feels like by the end of the month, you're kind of maybe putting yourself in more people's shoes. You're grounding, you're finding people that are your tribe. You're learning to dance with these people. You're learning to get curious, and practice whatever it is that you want to find yourself a part of. um, in September, there's beautiful gifts that are coming through here. There's stuff that you have done the work on that you're going to see the fruition of. You're letting go of a lot of pain here, and you're healing, right? And there's change coming, but first you have to understand that if change is going to happen, you are the center of all that change. Okay, it's not anything that's outside of you, it's you. And I feel like this particular group, how one, you all might be changing some serious habits, the friend groups that you're around, you're looking to simplify your life, you're really looking to like ground into something. You want to have moments where you're not working, where you're just in stillness. Okay, and I think that that's coming for you. But first, no matter what you do in life, it's all about accepting where you're at. And that doesn't mean like, just because I accept it, now I'm complacent and now I don't have to do anything about the changes I want to happen in my life. It means that you're grateful, and that in that moment you accept, this is where my life is at, and that's perfectly okay. It's for my highest potential this very moment. So I definitely feel like part of your theme is being able to see from other people's perspective. I think that that's something that you're going to be doing, seeing from other people's perspective in the month of September, okay? Because remember, I said Libra can be that sign that does that. It's very fair. It could be like, oh, well, let me see from somebody else's perspective, but also maybe you've been having trouble with that. And this is the challenge that you're going to be working with and changing around in the month of September, okay, is being able to get back to that space or even just get to it if you've never been there before, of being able to understand what it's like to be other people, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, Pile One. I truly appreciate the energy. Well, I always say appreciate love the energy, but I appreciate love the energy. If this did resonate for you, then please make sure to hit the thumbs up, the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Come on back and see me. And I wish you guys such an amazing, magical, and happy September. Bye. Hey, Pal 2, how are you guys? If you chose this special little gilded Wordsworth cup, then you have chosen your reading, okay? And this cup is so special to me because a very dear friend of mine who passed on gave this cup to me, and it was just such an interesting thing that she even had this cup. I put a quote up by Wordsworth, and she was like, hey, I actually have this and I want to give it to you. So it's one of those little treasured items. Her name was Donna. I don't know if the writer here or her name might resonate for many of you, but I thought I would just mention that. It just felt like it was something that I needed to say. Okay. Maybe she just needed me to acknowledge her, but I'm going to give these a quick shuffle. All right, Pal 2, welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at September for you. Just going to give these a quick shuffle. I'm going to put 3 cards out for your September. But first, I want to get an overall energy for the astrology. Okay, so let's see what kind of astrological energy y'all will be dealing with, putting up with, that will be challenging you. All right, let's see. Okay, you have the square. I just joked like challenge. Okay, so September pile 2 could be a little bit challenging. There could be a little tension for you. There could be like some stalling happening, some demands, like yeah, there could also be reconciliations, okay? So there may feel like a lot of pressure over something in particular that's happening in the month of September for you guys. Now, we have here the Knight of Wands, we have the Strength card, Leo energy, and we have the Three of Swords. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, well, well. I didn't want to be like, y'all got a cheater, but I'm just going to put the energy out there. I'm so sorry. Some of you may be finding out that there is an energy of somebody not being honest with you, and quite possibly there's a third party involved. Now, let me say this, full disclosure. Third party does not have to mean that somebody's cheating. It can mean that somebody is choosing something over you to give their time and energy to. Okay. I do see you being in get her done mode. There's a lot of work happening here with the strength card. It's saying to me that there's a need to maybe pull back on something. Okay. So some of you may pull your energy back a little bit from sharing a lot of intimate things with people. I kind of get this message coming through in the month of September. You may feel the need to sort of protect yourself and what you're doing in September. All right. Now, the Three of Swords tells me that there's some sort of heartache happening here, something that doesn't feel very good. You might be heartbroken um, over maybe, I almost feel like for some of you, this is a missed connection. Okay. I feel like it's a little bit of a misconnection. There just maybe was not, I wouldn't say unrequited love, but just like something just isn't working out with a person here. Okay, it's making you feel some type of way, like too reserved, or like you kind of have to hold back. It's the fun zone, right? You've been thrown into like, let's date and see where it goes, right? And you're like, I'm not trying to date and see where it goes. I'm trying to find out what forever looks like. But I think you may make a decision here to walk away from this particular type of energy. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Strength card tells me, though, you're having a lot of courage to do some things that maybe you haven't done before. Okay. Oh, you have the sun, Leo energy. I could have a lot of Leos listening to this reading, but you have the sun. This is great. It's fulfillment and completion. It's also fertility. So, some of you guys, if you've been trying to get pregnant or have children, this might be a very good month for you to do that in September, because it seems like you have a lot of fertility energy here. You have a lot of success coming through, which is wonderful. And for the most part, I see good mood. So I see you smiling through a lot of circumstances in September. I just feel like it's going to be tough, but I don't think you'll let much get to you. Okay. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are going back to school. Could represent your children going back to school as well, but this can indicate somebody giving you money that's also owed to you, loans, like a little mini new beginning kind of happening here. And it could be for many of you financially. Okay. I feel like there's like, if you've been waiting on something to come through for you, I feel like this is successfully showing up. Okay. Whatever it has to do with your future somehow. And then we have the Seven of Swords. All right, guys, highlighting the relationship again. This must be the relationship reading of the bunch. And we have the Five of Wands that's up under the deck. So, like, a whole heap of like challenges. All right. And High Priestess in the reverse was underneath on this deck. Okay. So somebody here missing something. All right. Like something is not a secret anymore. The secret has come out, and there's a lot of upset energy here. All right, with the Five of Wands. It's telling me that there's some disruptions that may be outside of you, because you feel like you're up to doing something good for yourself. However, something not good is happening here. Okay, but I do see that you definitely are attempting to create a plan or strategize how you're going to be doing something moving past September. Okay, and maybe into next year. So some of you may be planning something financially in the month of September. It could look like something to deal with assets. You may feel a little bit pressured by things that are happening in the month of September that, this will work out, though. That's the thing about the square being a challenge. Things will work themselves out, but this is very much like that energy of it looks like dog poop right now, and I get to trust the process, because sometimes crappy things happen so better things can happen, and that's kind of like the vibe that I've got here. Okay, I feel some of you could make like you're going to school so you can get out of a certain type of position here. But yeah, I feel like, because I just want to remind you too, like you have everything you need. Like you don't have to go backward. All right. I think some of you are avoiding going backward or going back to a person, because this square does indicate that there can be reconciliations as well. Okay. So I think you're really trying to stay centered and find your own joy and happiness here, because somebody may try to offer friendship and be a little sneaky with you, pile two, because maybe their intention is to try to feel you out, get back into your life somehow, see if there's still an opportunity here. But I think that many of you are deciding in September, like, I'm not going backward anymore. Okay. So if this person thinks, or this job is this way, or whatever, I'm not going to settle anymore. I'm not going backward. Okay. I'm not looking back. I've already decided that my path is this, and that's what I'm doing. All right, guys. So let me see. Let's see what we've got here, okay? What else is coming for you in September, pile two? Some of you could be like writers, or maybe you're writing. You might be writing a lot in the month of September. And I keep getting the color orange coming up. There we go. Ooh, you guys have the gateway. Okay, put that there. So, this gateway energy basically says that it is really easy to achieve, work on, and attain a dream here in September. Okay. This is a great time to be taking action toward whatever you want for your future. And I do see that, like I said before, it's kind of like you're leaving it all behind, right? You're leaving it all on the field. But I feel like you guys are really, really going for it, and you understand that a small action can yield a very huge result for you. But first you have to want it. You have to be able to be in that state of like, I'm not looking back. This is what I truly want. This is what I truly desire. Okay. Gateways to spirit are opening up, and it's like the veil is going to be very thin for you guys in the month of September. So maybe there's a lot of communication spiritually that's happening for you. um you're called upon to like open your heart. Don't forget about all the cool little mystical creatures and things that you believed in when you were young, the small marvels in your life or blessings in your life, and how just this gratitude that you're practicing in September can grow like by leaps and bounds and create so much more in your life. Okay. So, a lot of revelations and illuminations personally for you are going to be happening here. A lot of spiritual revelations, just revelations in your life. All right, guys. So, it's going to be a lot easier for you to manifest your dreams. So, keep that in mind. I'm loving that for you. So, big manifestation work in September, pile two. Whoop did whoop. I love it. All right, let's see what else we got here. We have courage. Again, having the courage to face your fears, maybe face people, like we talked about, because we had the Leo card, right? And the Leo card is all about facing things and knowing that you're going to come up against obstacles. And the best thing that you can do is take courage. It's time for you to step forward, do things with passion, speak up for yourself, speak up for other people. Now is not the month for you to stand back and attempt to be timid on stuff, okay? You really are going for working the stuff that you need to work on in your life and letting people know, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm not going to do nothing to, jeopardize where I'm going at this time. You're working on self-limiting beliefs. You're using your passion to make a difference. Um, you know, it doesn't mean that you can't be scared when you have the courage card. You can be scared as hell, but it means that you keep going. Okay. It means that you keep on going. I feel like the moon is heavy influence for you too in the month of September. Maybe you're doing quote unquote moon magic or something like that. This is, fuck it. You fear it, but you're gonna do it anyway, right? Okay. You're really powerful and you're very strong. So tap into, I feel like you're gonna tap into, or you do now. You'll do it more in the month of September. Just try like tapping into that strength and courage. Sorry, guys. This freaking retrograde just will not go away, and I can't stop chipping up my words. Like, I keep just fumbling everything I want to say. I'm ready for it to leave. Who else? Show of hands. All right. Now we have the moon called Meant to Be. Meant to Be. Wow. So, really interesting energy here. I'm actually going to look this one up because I don't know this card at all. This is a newer deck, but I have never seen this card. So let me see. So this touches on themes of your soul journey, following and trusting your feelings and intuition. We got like triple moon energy here, and shaping and creating the reality that you want and that you dream of. Okay. All of the celestial realms are on your side in the month of September, so you don't have to worry. The spiritual support is there for you, even if it feels very challenging. All right. And this card also, if you have any kind of question right now, like, is this going to happen or is that going to happen? This is actually a yes card. Okay. This is a yes card. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. Okay. So I definitely see like you working together with the angels here. You see there, this is an angel and this is an angel. They both have wings on them. This also lets you know that you are on the right track. So if you have a question about that, just remember you are on the right track. And it's a reminder that whatever your situations are in the month of September, like I said before, they are meant to happen for your highest good. They may feel like crap, they may challenge you, they may be difficult for you, but this is part of your soul's development, and it's something that you really need to experience at this time. And I know that sounds crappy, guys. I get it. Like, oh, life sucks. Life doesn't suck. Just saying, life doesn't suck. Okay, my friends, it doesn't suck, but it does suck when when you experience going through things that you don't want to go through. Okay, so I feel you, fam. I feel ya. Okay, I feel ya. Let's see what we got here in the spiritual realms. Okay. I do hope you guys like this video. Please don't forget to give it a like. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. That's so crazy. Pile 1 had this too, the Sisterhood of the Rose. So you could be finding a lot of people that are in your tribe, or maybe a teacher is coming along here. We have beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Really tapping into the higher spiritual self here, or maybe doing that with other people. Okay, what else do we have here? That's wild. You guys saw me shuffle the cards. We have the Warrior Woman. Love that for you. And it says, have you answered your deepest calling? Some of you may be really diving into what your purpose is in the month of September. And for many of you, you may feel like it is this priestess energy. It's this mystic, energy. You may find a teacher or you want to learn more. Okay. So I feel like if you've been challenged with like, what you want to do in your life, what you're supposed to do spiritually, what's your purpose, all of these types of things. I feel like this is the month where you're getting a lot of really solid answers, or finding answers regarding that. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. Here's my last couple messages to wrap up for you, pile 2. Excuse me. I'm praying I am not going to get sick. Somebody at my job was really, really sick and sits right next to me. And I'm such a germaphobe. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here on Friday. Fingers crossed. All right. You got the crow. It's number 11. How beautiful. It says, pay close attention to the winds. There is a message making its way. Wow. So there's some sort of powerful spiritual message coming through for you in the month of September, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I love stuff like that. So pay close attention, all right? Pay close attention, because Spirit is trying to tell you something for sure in the month of September. definitely something coming in here. Let's see what your last message is here. Advice from the angels. We have family. Love that. It says, this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Okay, so for some of you, it's going to resonate as family. Others of you, it's going to resonate as a different situation in your life. So please take it as it resonates for you, okay? But now is the time to be sending love and healing to this situation and be open to the challenges being a gift, like we talked about earlier and that we've seen throughout this reading. Okay, my friends, I do wish you all the best. I do hope that this resonated for you. Please don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to sub and come on back and see me. All right, guys, have a great September. Bye. Hey, pile three. If this is your pile, you chose my cool little lucky frog that I've had forever and ever. So we are going to get your reading kicked off here. All right, guys. I'm going to shuffle up these cards, but first I'm going to take a minute to look at the astrological energy for the month. Okay, so the energy that you could be most dealing with, or AKA your theme. All right, pal three. All right, those are all shuffled up. So let's take a look here. All right. What we got here for pile three? Pile three, opposition. Wow. Okay, so this is a very mirroring energy here. All right, so about disciplining ourselves, being able to see like what life is reflecting back to us. So there may be some tests, there may be some conflicts. You know, September all around for all three piles seems like there's a lot of challenges happening for many of you. Um, but there could be something very powerful here that you're confronting or that you need to confront in the month of September. Okay, so let's see what we got for you. Pile three, pile tres. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles. We got the Five of Swords. Oh boy. Okay, some of you could have some stuff like you're dealing with like child support. Okay, I feel like some of you may be dealing with a child support situation. I got cards that want to come out, but they're not coming all the way out. So let's just see. There we go. The Page of Swords. So we could be dealing with children here. Okay, some of you could be dealing with some sort of situation where you're challenged. The Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. You're learning about something, talking to somebody here in September about reciprocity. Okay, this is kind of like, why is somebody being so selfish? It could be you. All right, so take it as it resonates. But it could be learning about, you know, not being selfish, right? Because here we got somebody that we're saying, oh, you know, they're being selfish, they're being this, they're being that. September is asking you to look at where you're like this too. Okay, where are you in opposition to your own self? Where are you challenged with thinking about you in a selfish way as opposed to thinking of others as well? Okay, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. I'm not a sugarcoater reader. If the cards come out and they've got some you done did some stuff messages, I'm going to say them. Okay, I get a lot of people that are like, well, that's fine. You know, do whatever you need to do for you. If you don't like the video, that's cool. But the thing is, for the people who want to know what is standing in my way from having the kind of life that I've always dreamed of, then we got to talk about all the energies. Okay. So some of this is about recognizing when we're doing that. Also, recognizing when we're being selfish and not allowing people to give to us. Okay, when we're not letting people help us, we're not letting people give to us. We're the ones standing in the way. Like, this is the thing. I do this a lot. I'm also a life coach. People will be like, "Oh, I want love in my life." They're not willing to give up the time and let people in. So how can you have a relationship, right? Why would you look for a relationship when you're not even letting people in? You're actually selfish with your time. And you see what I'm saying? So there's something around this, letting people in, right? Because when we do not, that's also selfish too. That's like us thinking that we can control everything, us hoarding all of the energy or whatever it is to ourselves. So I think that there's something that you're learning there that's very, very important in the month of September. Um, okay, so let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else. We have the Hangman, Pisces energy. Okay, so shifting our way of thinking. The Nine of Wands and the Hermit. Okay, so Virgo energy here. Um, Two of Swords. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's weird because they just have one sword on there. Like, you can give me two. You can give me two swords, please. So, what I'm seeing here is needing time. I think that some of you need time for something. All right. The Hermit energy says you're going deep, you're going within, but you may be now just in September figuring out or noticing some of these things that I've been talking about. Okay. I feel like there's this recognition of like, you've been through so many things that you're very guarded. So, how is it that you can accomplish certain things when you're so guarded, right? Because a lot of times we'll lie to ourselves and be like, "No, I'm friendly, I'm wide open." That doesn't mean that you're vulnerable. There's a difference between being open to like meeting people, making friends, or meeting a person, but being vulnerable enough to um, open up and let somebody in to take care of you, that's a different story. Okay. So I feel like there is sort of this deep diving here, spending a lot more time alone. There's something that you want to figure out here, maybe about your why you have been through so many different things. Okay. I don't, there's no giving up here, but it's also a question of how do you get ahead? Okay. So really, I feel somebody or something is sort of illuminating and holding this mirror back to you in the month of September that's saying, okay, so yeah, you notice it in somebody else. Are you willing and able to see it in yourself? Okay. I do think too that some of you may be working on your discipline, like disciplining yourself a little bit more to spend more time alone, since maybe many of you do not. There's definitely some sort of internal conflict happening here about reciprocity, about giving, and about the beliefs around it. Okay. We have the delight. I have gotten this card so many times. It's almost comical right now that I got this. And you got the gateway. How wild is that? That's the same card that pile 2 just got. And you guys, like, I'm shuffling these cards. There's some crazy like synchronicities that are happening here. I feel like. All right, so let's talk about the delight card. So the delight card really highlights that happiness is going to be expanding in your life. And it may be because you're noticing that whatever it is here, like when it comes to the exchange of energy, it's totally up to you. You have to decide. This is, you know, as opposed as you may feel to spending time with other people, if you're not, even if you feel like you want to just be alone, or you've been in kind of this hermit mode for a long time, just me, myself, me, it's time to get out and let people see you and express yourself. Okay, like people deserve to see you. Have a party. um you could have some really intense creativity in the month of September. Share your happiness with other people. It's not like you got this serious kind of energy here, but this card is showing up to say, you know what? Yeah, it could be serious for like 2 minutes. You've already been serious long enough. Okay, pile three. Now it's time to have a little bit of fun, because there are a lot of blessings coming here. Once I get to this gateway card, you're going to be like, wow. All right. So yeah, it's not time to be, it's the time to not commit a little bit, right? Just have a little bit of fun. Just go out there, be a little bit willy-nilly. Don't sign any legal documents. This card reminds us to not sign any legal documents. Don't make promises, stuff like that. Okay. This is all about getting out there and being a part of your community. Okay, my loves. It's not about sitting inside all day long, which is that energy that showed up. You may feel like you need that, but that's probably not what you need. What you need is to get out there and share yourself. Be open, be vulnerable, go meet some people, okay? Get your butt outside. Go have some fun. All right, so now this card indicates that there's some magical stuff that's coming for you. And I feel like it's coming when you decide that it's time for you to be able to make this powerful shift in the month of September. Okay. So take action on your vision, maybe get clear about your vision. It's very easy for you to manifest as well in the month of September. You could have some really big revelations. The connection between you and spirit is really important and very, very good at this time. Okay. Open up your heart to the magic that you are, and please start sharing this with the world. All right. You're going to become more aware with the little things. You're going to pay attention to the little things, or at least you will need to in September, because the little things matter the most. You may have prior to this been focused on the bigger things. Okay. Maybe I get the energy of like, I might be damaged goods. There could be something wrong with me. Like, I've been through so much stuff. Like, people aren't going to like me, blah, 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 blah. Squash all of that, my loves. Squash all of that. Now is not the time to be sitting inside hiding yourselves. It's time to get out there and let people see the kind of magic you possess. Okay. Okay, my dears. All right, let's get you another card here. My cats are running around. They're getting crazy. All right. Sorry if you hear those little footsteps. Those little pitter pats are the cats. All right, here we go. Ooh, you have courage. I love this. This seems to be a theme in September, because September seems like a really challenging month for most people. I do not know why, you guys, but you have the courage card. So literally it is as it says. Have courage. It takes courage to get yourself out there. It takes courage to stay home and hide under a rock and do the work, boo. Okay, I get you. And I totally acknowledge you for doing that. But now that you've done some of it, okay, it's time to get out there and have a little bit of fun, okay? We have the, that is so bizarre. Why do I keep shuffling these and still getting some of the similar cards? It's wild. Okay, the dance with life, do something to change your energy. Okay, so get out there, do some stuff, do some dancing. But now is the time to focus on who do you want to be moving forward from this point? I think that's the important question for you, pile three. Who do you desire to be? And are you willing to have the courage to go out and do the things? Are you willing to jump into that, step into that, lean into it? Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Yep, time for you guys to get outside. You could feel highly empathic. I see you practicing things like Reiki or getting healing from a Reiki practitioner, quite possibly energetic healing outside in nature as well. Connecting with nature is something that you guys need to do because you're highly sensitive. This may be why you stay inside, because you're the very empathic group, and going out and being around people, I know, fellow empath, is really super annoying. And why is it annoying? The same thing we love is the same thing that drives us absolutely crazy. Love people, want to be around them. And also, it can be so energetically overwhelming. So, you may be looking at things to protect your energy, but also hug a tree, boo. Please hug a tree because it does actually work. Go take your shoes off, get grounded in September, okay? You may just realize that you're empathic. That may be like you may have some, headaches or things that keep coming up for you. And you're like, why does this keep happening? And you're finding out it's because you are highly, I get ESP too, like things. So you might have some clairs, like, yeah, I feel like you find that out as well. Okay. So get grounded, stay grounded. You might try things like meditation, going outside, um, getting grounded, taking your shoes off, walking on the planet, that type of stuff is really going to support you. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. What is that doing here? Good grief. Yeah, I must have put it back in the wrong file. I listen, I am imperfect. I cannot be like the gem goddess and all these other girls that are doing these and they're so perfect. I'm just not. Okay, my nail is broken, my cats are running around, and I put a card back in this pile and it doesn't even belong in this pile. All right, we have breath work. That might really support you too. Ooh. Allow your breath to expand your spirit and fill your heart. So that's one of the things that you may get into, or a recommendation for you for the month of September is really doing breath work. It's so good. It can literally fire up your soul or calm your soul completely down. So this would be really good for you. I feel like somebody here can be quitting smoking. You could be quitting smoking. Take it as it resonates for you, or using some sort of teas, like clearing the lungs. I get detoxes and cleanses for you. Okay, and let's get your final message here from the angels. Let's see what kind of advice the angels have for you. Okay. Trustworthy guidance. Love that. You've received a wonderful idea, and it is an answer to your prayers. I told you about this retrograde, y'all. The idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So you have some powerful heavenly inspiration coming here, which we can see noted here with the Page of Swords too. And here's the thing, guys, like, let it in, right? Let it in. I feel like there's a closed off energy to this particular group. All right. When I feel like you're being asked to open up a little bit, try to relax, like enjoy yourself, have some fun, because that's what makes you very powerful. Group three is like when you're open, when you're having fun, when you're really, really happy, you've raised the vibration. Okay. So you guys could be depressed, or, you've just been down, or just a bunch of things have happened to you recently, but good things are coming your way. And this is also good luck. This is good financial luck. I don't know if you guys know that, but the frog represents fertility as well. So some of you may find yourselves pregnant or wanting to have babies in the month of September. Okay. So we have the breath work. Where did I put that card? I think I put it back into the deck. But anyway, we had the other card that we just talked about as well, with having those amazing heavenly ideas coming in for you guys. So if you hear the voice, you might be clairaudient, some of you. If you hear the voice or you get the inspiration, the idea, then trust it. Okay, trust it. You don't have to do everything alone. You can give those burdens, that energy to other people. Like you can delegate things to other people. I think you're going to find that out in the month of September. And I also feel like, Spirit is there for you. All you have to do is literally be like, hey, I need your support here. And angels, spirit, whatever it is going to be showing up for you guys. Okay. So, pile three, this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really do hope that this supports you somehow. If it did, please make sure you give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and come on back and see me. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.